Hey guys, this video is going to be an introduction to Microsoft PowerPoint, and it will essentially cover the fundamentals of creating a solid PowerPoint presentation. As you can see, I've opened up Microsoft PowerPoint and now have the option to choose from various templates. And if you like a certain template right off the bat, you could go ahead and choose it. But for the sake of this tutorial, I am going to choose a blank presentation, and I just double clicked on it to open it. Okay, so now you can see how there's a side thumbnail right here on the left hand side, and there's a main screen on the right. So this main screen is where we're going to input text, images, and so forth. Also, by default, we're going to appear under this home bar tab, and this is where we want to be. The topic I'm going to be discussing in this PowerPoint is going to be yoga. So in this title box right here, I'm just going to write Introduction to Yoga. Let's correct that. Alright, and as you can see, there's another text box right below that title text box. And right here, let's see, I'll write by TJS Tutorials. Can't spell, okay. And now what I want to do is create another slide, and so there are different ways to do this. The first way is to click on this new slide icon, as you can see right here, and you just click it and voila, you have a slide. Or another way you could do it is you want to click on the thumbnail of the slide and right click it, and you click this new slide option right here, and as you can see on the right hand side, there are shortcut keys to create a new slide as well. Since I'm using a Mac, the shortcut key for this would be Shift Command N, so either of these options will suffice. So now I'll go ahead and title this slide The Benefits of Yoga. And to center this text, I'll click on this center text icon in the home bar menu, like so. And you know what? I also want to change the style of these bullet points that are being used. Right now, by default, as you can see, a black bullet point is being used, and I want to change it. So to do this, click on the bullets icon right in the home bar as well, and click on this down arrow key, and it'll bring up a bunch of options for you to choose from. I'll stick with these arrow bullets, and as you can see, that option has been presented. Now I'll begin to add some text to the benefits of yoga. So we'll have physical benefits, and from here I want to group all the physical benefits within this one category. So what I mean is make it more reader friendly, and one way to do this is to indent the next few set of bullet points. So I'm going to hit enter to start a new bullet point, as you can see, and now I want to indent this slide to this bullet to group all the physical benefits. And so one way to do this is to hit the tab key on your keyboard, and as you can see, the tab key indented this bullet. Another way to do this is to click the indent tab, indent more option in this upper home bar, and once you click it, it indents even further. So to indent back, I'll click on this icon right beside it called indent less, and as you can see, it went back. And now I'll group all these physical benefits like so. So increases flexibility, strengthens muscles, and let's see, we'll add one more, improves posture. And I don't want this indented anymore, so I'll indent it back by the indentless icon. So I'll click on that, and bam. And now I'll discuss the mental benefits, and I'll follow the same idea, the same process as I did with physical benefits. So hit the return and tab key, and I'll kind of group this together. And let's see, reduces stress and improves sleep patterns. Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty much done with this slide, and now I want to create a new one. So I'll follow the same process as before. I'll create a new slide, and I'll title this one Types of Yoga. And I'll center it by the center text icon above, and start listing types of yoga. So there's hot yoga, yin yoga, restorative, prenatal. The list goes on essentially, and I hope you guys are beginning to get an idea of how to operate PowerPoint. Really, the number of slides you create, can go on for quite some time. But now, I'm getting pretty sick of this plain theme I've chosen, so now I feel like it's best to show you guys how to, change the theme of a PowerPoint. To change the theme you choose for your PowerPoint presentation. And so to do this, you want to click on the Design tab up above like that, and as you can see, a bunch of options show up with different themes. I want to click this arrow to enlarge this, and you could start to play around with this and choose what theme you feel works best for your presentation. So I'll just play around with this and see what one I'm liking right now. Let's see. So essentially the options are there, and I'll just choose this one right now for now. Alright, so as I go through my presentation, I can see that there's quite a bit of blank space here, and it doesn't really make for an attractive presentation. One way to overcome this issue is by adding images. It really consumes more space and makes your slideshow much more appealing. So to add images or pictures of your choosing, you want to go to the Insert tab and click on Pictures. So it'll bring down a drop down menu, and so I have pictures from my files that I want to use, so I'm going to click on Pictures from File, and this brings up your documents, and it conveniently goes to my yoga document, and this is perfect because it has the images I want to choose. So I'll double click on an image and exit this, and it'll essentially come up with the image I've downloaded. So it allows you to manipulate the image in whatever way you want, and I'll just kind of decrease the size of it, and you know what, that's pretty satisfying to me. And I'll also just do this to the other slide. So Insert, Pictures, Picture from File, and I'll choose this one. And just decrease the size of this, and it works for me. So when it comes to downloading images from the web or using your personal pictures, make sure that they're in a location that you can easily identify. This just makes life easier in the long run. So from what you saw from my folder was that I created a folder named Yoga, and I was able to easily identify images relevant to this presentation. Anyways, I'm pretty satisfied with my presentation, and now want to view it as an actual slideshow. So to do this, you can either go to the top menu, and right here there's an option called Slideshow. You want to click on that and click on Play from Start. As you can see, it brings up your slideshow on a full screen, and to navigate this, you want to either click on your mouse or use the arrow keys. The right indicates that you want to go to the next slide, whereas the left key indicates you want to go backwards. Fairly intuitive, I'd say. So to escape the slideshow, you click on the escape key located on the top left corner of your keyboard. Anyways, another way you can bring up the PowerPoint slideshow is by going to the bottom right corner of your PowerPoint presentation and clicking on this mini slideshow icon. And as you can see, it brings it up full screen as well. But the one thing about this is that it'll bring up the current slideshow you're at. So If I escape this, you can see that I was currently on types of yoga. What I want to do before using this option is to go to the very first slide in my presentation, and then click on the slideshow icon. So I'm pretty happy with this slideshow, and now I want to save it into my documents. To do this, I want to click on File and Save. You could name it, whatever you want. I'll name this Introduction to Yoga, and I'm going to save it within my yoga file, which it conveniently already lists right there. So click on Save, and there you have it. Now this concludes my intro to PowerPoint video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there are things you want me to elaborate on or have any issues with any of these steps, comment down below and I'll be sure to help out where I can. Thanks for watching.